was just going to the bathroom in the middle of the night when a horrifying giant spider suddenly appeared. I was so startled I immediately slammed the door shut. I was convinced it was a hallucination from spending too much time alone on the ship, so I urgently contacted Mission Control to check the bathroom camera. They quickly informed me that all the ship's cameras were malfunctioning and they were investigating the cause.
You gotta be kidding me.
I couldn't wait any longer. Gathering my courage, I opened the door again, but the spider wasn't dead. What terrified me even more was that it started speaking to me.
I did not intend to frighten you, Skinny.
Watching the spider approach, I completely panicked. I immediately rushed into the ship's airtight chamber and instructed Mission Control to release disinfectant gas. They were confused since each disinfection cost tens of thousands of dollars, but I was afraid they'd think I was crazy if I mentioned the spider. So I told them it was to ensure the final mission phase would proceed smoothly. Hearing it was mission related, Mission Control agreed. The gas started filling the ship, and I breathed a sigh of relief, knowing no insect could survive it. After the decontamination cycle ended, I opened the chamber door, only to find the spider still there.
Are you? I am as real. You can't be.
I reached out to touch it, but the spider moved away, explaining its species dislikes physical contact. It told me it was also an astronaut from its own kind, originally heading to the edge of the solar system before becoming fascinated by humans. It had learned human history and language from orbit, but understood little about human emotions. It had noticed me specifically, observing that while I appeared cheerful around others, I was deeply lonely in private. My loneliness intrigued it, which is why it came aboard. It also claimed it could help me complete the Pink Nebula mission faster. I was speechless, but realizing I couldn't get rid of the spider, I finally agreed to let it stay. Little did I know this fearsome-looking creature would eventually save my life. The next day, the vacuum cleaner woke me up and the spider was right beside it. Turns out it was responsible for the previous vacuum malfunctions because it loved the sound. Then, memories of arguments with my wife flashed through my mind. The spider was observing my memories. It discovered my wife was probably divorcing me, which might explain my loneliness. It wanted to talk, but I outright refused. The spider persisted, so I locked myself in my bedroom to avoid it. Eventually, I had to use the bathroom and encountered the spider again. I warned it that the bathroom and bedroom were private areas, but it complained I had too many rules, suggesting that might be why I was lonely. That stunned me. I'd never considered that before. At lunch, the spider found me and asked to try eggs. I explained eggs don't store well in space and offered something better, pulling out a jar of chocolate spread. The rich, smooth texture reminded the spider of home. I asked where it was from, but it shook its head grimly, explaining its homeworld had been conquered by another alien race, its family consumed by the enemy, with only it escaping through a black hole. I felt sympathy, realizing leaving my wife on Earth to come to space wasn't so different from its situation. The meal unexpectedly brought us closer, and we gradually became familiar. I asked what was inside the Pink Nebula, and it explained it contained the origin of everything. Looking at the beautiful nebula made me recall happier times with my wife, when we played together and made promises. The spider saw these memories too, and wondered why that early passion had faded, and why I only started missing my wife in space instead of cherishing her on Earth. I fell silent, drinking a bag of milk alone, seeing my resistance. The spider didn't push further. As we finally reached the nebula's edge, and I prepared to collect samples,